sitting there, and he is the one who presides over Muladhara, even over his mother, because he's like a guard. And he is the one who tells whether she can ascend or not. Unless and until he gives permission, she cannot ascend. So Sri Ganesha gives the ascending sort of a okay, all right, you can rise. And he stops all his work. You have seen me sitting for hours together. I don't have to go even to the bathroom or anywhere because Ganesha stops all his work. He's only worried now about the ascent. And on every chakra, he checks your purity. And then, accordingly, the Kundalini tries to purify. But when it reaches the mental level has all these funny ideas of romance, this nonsense, that nonsense. I was surprised the other day. There was a girl who was having a trouble with her husband of expressing her love to her husband after marriage. Before marriage she was all right. So I told her, read some book where they have described the romance between husband and wife. So she said, there is no book I have known. Then I asked one professor to find out. He said, there is no such book. In Sahaja Yoga, the romance starts after the marriage. But also with Maryadas, not at the cost of Sahaja Yoga, not at the cost of your ascent. So all these ideas people have in the West, I know you are so much conditioned about it. So we say, now let us see, this is Samayachar, after all, we have to give all the benefit to them. Now we select people, we do everything. It's all the work of Mahakali, because we have to work on the vibrations. It's all the work of Mahakali. And after marriages also, some marriages do fail. The reason being they do not know what is the purpose of their marriages. So the first and foremost thing of Mahakali is that she is purity. Absolute purity. And that purity, if we cannot imbibe within us, we cannot be Sahaja. Now this mind is so much conditioned, I know. Our children would be much better off than ourselves, but they won't have these conditionings as we have had. And so many problems can be just avoided if we really become pure people. I see in the other society in which I move, nobody seems to be safe. Somebody's wife is running with somebody's husband, somebody's daughter is running with somebody's father, somebody's running, a boy running with somebody's mother. Next day you find somebody else standing there, husband and wife. Or sometimes it's so funny that you can't believe it, how can it be? And everybody is in danger. A man goes to the house, he finds his wife run away with another man. Or a man goes for his work, he's run away with another woman. So she's the one, she gives you sthiti, the state. Sthiti means consolidation. Without your proper consolidation into your purity, not into your romantic life, you cannot rise. Like when we make the aeroplane, first we have to consolidate it, fix it up properly, work it out so that when it goes in the air, all its parts do not fly away with the passengers. In the same way, when we are ascending, Sri Ganesha does that. He just stops the action of excretion completely and the ascent starts. They are doing their work all right, despite the fact they have been insulted, they have been neglected, we have misbehaved, whatever we might have done. They are doing their jobs all right. You can see so many people getting realization. But what are we doing about it? We cannot be even collective. We cannot attend collective things. And look at them, how generous they are. They are extremely collective. They are extremely collective. To such an extent, that somebody supposing worships Sri Krishna, his heart will catch. Why? Because you must also worship Shiva. They are so collective and so much connected with me. So they are all collective in the same way you are also devas, you also should be collective. As soon as you become collective, all these nonsensical things will drop out. All these ideas will drop out. You do not become collective because you have not dropped out all these things, or else you are afraid of dropping them out. So let us know what is our purpose. Our purpose is to ascend. And what is the Mahakali power is doing for us? She is giving you your ascent through Kundalini. She is purifying. She is giving you all the powers. She is protecting you all the time. She is giving you joy. But what are we doing for her? Her only desire is that my children should be saintly. That they should have beautiful qualities of a saint. That he doesn't fall at every woman, fall at every man. He's not so cheap, you see. And mentally especially. I mean, if the Sahasrara is spoiled, how can Sahaja work out? The whole play is of the Sahasrara. And that purity should manifest. Through you we are going to change the world. Through no one else. The Sahajogis who are going to change the world. Now look at the generosity. Even my body is so generous. Yesterday, one lady came, I think she had a very bad liver. She came downstairs and my liver started pumping vibrations. Terrible. She had a very bad liver though. She had taken drugs. I mean, she had taken drugs and all that. Suffering was done to me by this liver of mine. I didn't think that, poor mother, she's come all the way after suffering, so started just pumping for that woman. So generous it is. And they are so generous themselves, the way they bestow blessings on you, how they are hardworking, how they are running about. What are we giving them? They give us joy. They look after us. They look after our children. They look after everything. They manage everything. Now what are we doing for them? Also, I have heard that people don't help when they have to postering, they have to do. Very few people come up. This is being ungrateful. Very ungrateful to those. All the deities are present when you are having those collective programs. And surprisingly, the old Sahajogis are more difficult than the new ones. I mean, this is just surprising. I mean, are they becoming now out of date or something? Christ has said first will be the last. I hope that's not going to happen. Sort of a confidence they develop. Oh, we are old Sahajogis. We have had horrible results in London of this consciousness that we are old, we'll do whatever we like. We may attend the collective or not. A kind of a ego. Please be careful. Christ has clearly said, first will be the last. And I have seen so many of them just getting out like that. Even I don't know how they get out. In such stupid ways that are unimaginable for anyone. Like one gentleman in Italy was an old Sahajogi, just got up and said, I am Mahamataji. Everybody started looking at him. What do you mean? I am Mahamataji. And I am going to do all this myself. So they said, all right, so we are going out of ashram. No, I can't manage the ashram, I am getting out. And he went and stayed with someone, that lady, who heard against me and got cancer and died. In the collectivity, supposing you have one problem, another one has some problem. It just works out, balances. As one finger is cut out, it is useless then. Or a nail which is taken out is useless. It dies. So, that is how we are organizing our spiritual death and ultimately I don't know what else. And then they come back, that mother, I have got now this trouble, so I have come back. I was out of Sahaja Yoga for 3 years. I said, what do you mean out of Sahaja Yoga? I didn't attend any collective program.